That you know what? That is a really, really good question. That's the best question you've asked so far.
So that's the first question.
And like I said, it's the best question you've asked so far. It actually, I think, balls out. Really, I know some people can equate my name Satchel with a set of nuts because, well, let's not go into it. But I think balls out pretty much sums up, the way we live our lives, and also it sums up like what happens backstage. I mean, like, you take your spandex off. Can you just settle down? I'm trying to answer a question. Take your spandex off and your balls come out. The music is balls out, dude. You put it on and you turn it up as loud as it'll go and you annoy your neighbors and shit and it's just fucking balls out. Can I say on here? Yeah, I can. Well, that's another really super good question. Do you write these questions yourself?
If I can, I want to answer that one, and that's because I personally went for a different style. This is the style that I would use on the first record. This style, and because I like pink and I like purple, and it's bitchin' when it come together. It's like a bitchin'
I think
purpley
she's
pan-
talking about the music, the musical style, not your clothes.
Well, then you can answer it then.
All right. You know, I mean, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Well, you think that just the music is important, and it's not just music. It's about how bitchin' we look, and we're bringing heavy metal back. And if one member of the band happens to change a certain style, I don't have the same highlights I had in for this record, Balls Out,
I know.
that drops on the 31st.
And I think your new highlights.
I appreciate it. So
are
I
awesome.
changed my
didn't even know
style a little bit. I'm not wearing the same boxing
I think
boots.
you're very color coordinated, and your shoes are awesome, and it's great.
I think you look bitchin' too.
Thank you. So, you know what? Musically, when you sell hundreds of records like we did on Feel the Steel, you don't want to change. I mean, you get this massive fan base, dozens of people in every city that just love what you do. And, what we tried to do was give them the exact same thing, but, just make it seem
Look,
different.
I can look at you, but you don't know that I'm looking at you.
I know, I can see you looking at me in the mirror. So what we did was we tried to just write the same way, but not do the same thing. Why change something that's
We
already
changed
totally...
our words, and we changed a lot of the words. Like, we don't do the same songs we did. We changed, all the words are different than they are on the first record.
You're gonna drop that, and that's gonna break, and you're gonna cry like a little girl in front of all these people.
Then I'll be careful.
My equipment, it's about 4.5, 5 inches.
You're
when it's
talking,
totally...
you're talking about your penis. She's talking about these because we're
Oh,
here.
yeah, the guitar equipment. It's bigger than that too. It gets hard when you rub it. It gets bigger than 5 inches. Just saying.
You're talking about. I know what equipment you're talking about.
I have Kramer guitars, and they're bitchin', and they stay in tune, awesome, and pickup sound rad, and it's awesome, man. You've heard me, right? You've heard Feel the Steel, right? You know what? It's because, to be honest, I mean, we can be honest here. The Kramer, the Tiger Pacer, a lot of people think it's because, well, George Lynch had a similar looking guitar, but it's not. That's not the reason. I mean, obviously, you go to the zoo and you see a tiger, and you don't think to yourself, oh, that zoo has a tiger because that other zoo that I was in had a tiger. No, it's because tigers are bitching, and a lot of people don't realize this, but tigers are like one of the most powerful marsupials.
Wow. That's a tiger.
That was a tiger.
Tiger noise.
It sounds just like a panther.
Wow, a steel panther.
And girls love tigers, and the girls get excited when they see the tiger, and they feel like I'm a predator, and I am, because I'll pounce.
Not a predator like they have shows. Like, not a predator like your thing. Like let's catch a predator, and the little kid is trying to get the old man's trying to get the little kid.
No, I'm not. I am an old man, but the little kids that I get are over 18. Hope they always say they are. You never know, though. You got to check their IDs, guys.
You shouldn't say that. What is the question? Can you say it the last word different? Well, I have There's all kinds of, like, my rig that I have. I have a GK, and I don't know what that stands for, but I know it's I think it's Galleon GK. Kramer is what I have. That's a great question. The mirror that I have live is mostly what I like to do. Is some fans make me mirrors, and all depending on what in the studio, it really doesn't make any difference to me. It could be I don't care if it matches, but when I like to, like for instance today, I knew I was going to be wearing pink and bringing my pink Kramer base, so I got all things that match with pink, and that's purple and this. So I went and I got this mirror because there's pink and purple on this mirror, and you can go like this to it, so that everything matches on my side. Ooh, and your side matches too, because you have white and you have white right there, and you have white on your guitar. I can see most of it is, and you have black on your guitar, just where I have black on mine, and you have black right there. So you did a good job matching too.
Thanks.
So it doesn't matter what mirror.
Good question.
You're a f***ing asshole.
Why? How would you say that? I didn't say anything. Everybody knows I play the bass on the records.
Well, you're an asshole. How do they know that? Listen, with what that, because for one reason is, who cares who plays what where and everything, as long as you look bitching on stage and you flip your hair around, and Kevin and everybody over at Kramer keeps making me shit that matches my outfits. I don't give a f*** if it has anything inside of it. Just make it look bitching on the outside.
Right.
I mean, as far as I know,
people put way too much emphasis on how well you can play your instrument these days. That's what's wrong with the music business.
That's right.
Okay? People looked good like they used to in the 80s. Nobody would even they wouldn't even notice whether the people were playing their instruments.
Who has time to listen when you look so bitchin'?
Yes. Well, I don't know about all the states that we're going to go to, but I know that we've lined up. We've got a string of dates starting right in Hollywood, where we play on a regular basis, and we're going to cruise up
all the way to Vegas.
We're going to go to Vegas, and then on the way we got a gig lined up in Baker. I don't know if you know where that is. And
straight from there,
on the way back, we're going to cruise over the Tehachapi Mountains. We're going to hit Bakersfield. And then we're going to cruise up to Fresno. There's a killer little bar up there. Holds about 200 people.
It's getting bigger, though. They had an extension on because we packed it last time. So they ended up building on. So squeeze easily 20 more heads in there.
Yeah. So, but we're also going to probably cruise other places in the world, other countries. You know, we're going to go to Europe and other countries like that. Asia. I think that's one of the countries we're going to.
We're going to Cincinnati.
South Africa, North Africa, East Africa. All those.
Detroit. We have a show in Detroit.
Detroit. I don't think we can get into that country, to be honest with you, because we had a problem in that country before. Sometimes we go into countries and we cause so much havoc because we're just like, we're badass, you know, and like chicks want to party. So when you start partying, shit starts happening, and then people get arrested, and then all of a sudden you're banned from Detroit, you know.
No, we're banned. Our band is Steel Panther.
Yes, we're Steel Panther.